India unbeaten, dominant on paper. But what do the numbers actually say? Because in knockout cricket, stats don't lie. And some of these stats should worry every Indian fan watching right now. Today, we break down every phase of India's group stage, the good, the bad, and the one player quietly holding this whole thing together. Stay till the end because the middle overs data is something nobody's talking about, and it would cost India the tournament. Let's start with the problems. Three big ones, and they are all connected. Number one, India are facing too many dots in the middle overs. That's self created pressure. Number two, their bowlers are taking fours at the death. That's giving pressure away. Number three, the team's batting strike rate in the middle overs is genuinely concerning compared to the rest of the world. Let's go one by one. Issue number one, dots faced. Look at this chart. Total dots faced across the group stage for every team. 2,760 total balls going to waste across the tournament. India sit at 173 dots faced. That's not the worst in the field, but for a batting lineup this talented, it's a red flag. When you're facing dots in the middle and death, you are not just losing runs, you are building panic. And panic in knockout cricket gets you eliminated. Now filter it just to the middle overs. Over 7 to 15. This is where games are won and lost in T20 cricket. India have faced 77 dots in the middle overs alone. Only a handful of teams have struggled more. This isn't a bowling problem. This is batters getting stuck. And if we look at who those batters are, here it is. The individual breakdown. Surya Kumar Yadav, 86 balls faced in the middle overs, but 26 of them were dots. His dot ball percentage is creeping up to a worrying level for a batter of his caliber. Tilak Verma, 37 balls, 15 dots. That's nearly 40% dot rate. And then look at Rinku Singh, 14 balls faced, 8 dots. That's over 57%. Nearly every other ball a dot. India need their middle order to shift gears faster. In Super 8 against Zimbabwe, West Indies, and South Africa, you don't get a second chance to rebuild. Okay, batting's one side. Now let's talk about when India are fielding, specifically the death overs, and specifically the boundaries they are giving away. Total boundaries conceded across the group stage. India are sitting at 47. That's not the worst, but the distribution across phases is what matters. Because when we zoom into death overs specifically, India have conceded 13 fours in the death overs. Right there in the top half of teams leaking boundaries late in the innings. In group stage cricket, you can survive this. Against mediocre batting lineups, you get away with it. But throw a Tim David, a Romario Seferd at these death over bowlers, and 13 becomes 20 very quickly. Now here's where it gets interesting. Look at the bowling data. Hardik Pandya 31 balls bowled, only 2 fours conceded. He's been a genuine death over weapon. Bumrah 12 balls, 2 fours, elite as always. But Arshdeep Singh has conceded 3 fours of just 12 balls at the death. That's a 25% boundary rate. That needs to come down. The good news, Hardik has been the savior with the ball, but nobody's giving him credit for it. This man has quietly controlled the death overs with both pace and variation. And now the big one. The stat that should be keeping Surya Kumar Yadav up at night. Overall batting strike rate. India are at 144, top 4 in the tournament. Looking great, right? But don't be fooled. Filter it to the middle overs. And India dropped to 115. That puts them 16th out of 20 teams. Let that sink in. 16th. In the middle overs. The overs that set up your total or chase. Australia are at 165 in the middle overs. A team India could face if they had qualified. This is the gap. India's power play and death hitting inflates the overall number, but the middle overs are where they go quiet. And here's why. Look at the individual strike rates in the middle overs. Ishan Kishan 242 strike rate of 19 balls. That's extraordinary, but a tiny sample. Hardik 124, solid. Suryakumar Yadav, 111. Decent, but not dominating. Tilak Verma, 86 strike rate in the middle overs. Of 37 balls, that's a proper sample size, and that's below run a ball. Rinku Singh, 42 of 14 balls. That is crisis territory. India need Tilak and whoever is coming in at 4-5 to be scoring at 130 plus in the middle overs. Right now, they are not. Now let's take a look at the stats. Before we write India off, because you absolutely should not, let's talk about what's going right. Because there's plenty, and it's genuinely scary for the rest of the tournament. Strength number one, India's batting at the death. Total boundaries hit across the tournament. India topped this chart with 103. Yes, 103 boundaries, more than any other team. They are the most destructive boundary hitting team in this World Cup. Full stop. And look at this. That over boundary specifically. When the field opens up, India feast. Suryakumar Yadav, Dubey, Hardik, Rinku, they are turning good scores into massive totals in those final 4 overs. The key men doing the damage? 7 Dubey, 7 fours and 5 sixes. He is a heat seeking missile in the death overs. Surya Kumar, 6 fours, 4 sixes. When he gets going late, bowlers have nowhere to hide. And then Hardik, 2 fours and 5 sixes. He's been incredible with the bat as well. If you are bowling to India in over 17 to 20, right now, you are in trouble. Strength number 2, India's bowling in the middle overs. And this is where India are genuinely elite. Dots bowled across full innings, India are top, 195 dots. Nobody in this tournament has bowled more dot balls. That is relentless pressure, ball after ball after ball, creating panic in opposition batting lineups. Middle overs specifically, India bowled 21 dot balls. Top of the charts again. This is a bowling unit that completely strangles opposition in the power play and middle overs. They don't give you anything. And the reason? The spinners. Akshar Patel, 27 dot balls. The quiet assassin of this tournament. Nobody's talking about him enough. Varun Chakraborty, 22 dots, making his World Cup debut and immediately becoming one of the most economical spinners in the competition. Then Bumrah with 8, Hardik with 7, Kuldeep with 7. The spin combination in the middle overs on any surface is going to be devastating. And the final strength, and this one is the foundation of everything India do. India's overall bowling economy. 7. Joint best in the tournament. But drill down into the power play economy of 6. Best in the tournament. India are giving away fewer runs per over in the first 6 overs than any other team. That sets the tone for everything. It's why even when India's batting stutters in the middle overs, they are still winning games. Because they have already choked the opposition batting in overs 1 to 6. And the heroes? Varun Chakravarti, power play economy of 3.23. That is almost unplayable. Bumrah 6.23, world class as expected. Hardik 5.75 across 25 balls, accepts them. Even Siraj at 6.33. That's the depth of this bowling attack. The only concern, Washington Sundar at 11 economy in the power play. But he's only bowled 6 balls there, so small sample. So, is India ready for Super 8? Here's my verdict. Bowling, world class. Death hitting, devastating. Power play control, best in the tournament. But that middle overs batting strike rate, 16 in the world right now. That is the one thing that could unravel everything. If Tilak Verma, Suryakumar Yadav, and the lower middle order can't shift gears faster in over 7 to 15, a disciplined bowling team will expose them. The Super 8 teams know this. The question is, does India fix it first? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you want the full breakdown of who India faces in the Super 8 and their weaknesses, that video is coming up next. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure that you watch this video as well.